Hi there, Jazz here, your blind OT. Welcome to the Insight for Blind channel, your user's guide to living your best life with vision loss. Are you struggling with your vision loss? Do you sometimes feel overwhelmed? Well, in today's world, there are many devices and strategies available to help you to regain your independence, but it can be hard to know where to get started. So in today's video, I'm going to help you cope with your vision loss by sharing a step-by-step guide on how to regain your independence, whether you have low vision or no vision. If you follow this guide, you'll be feeling like yourself in no time. So let's get started. Let's face it, vision loss is complicated. It affects every aspect of your well-being, from your physical to your emotional health and beyond. It can be scary, confusing, and sometimes downright frustrating. Most people are looking for quick answers or a simple fix so that they can feel normal again. And I wish there were a magical solution. But in all honesty, the length of time it takes you to feel confident and self-assured again is going to be dependent on how long it takes you and your family to work through the grieving process together. It's important to allow yourself or give yourself permission to grieve, because vision loss is a loss. But in the meantime, be sure to be working through these steps that I'm going to show you today, because they will make your daily activities easier to manage. There are 3 golden rules you need to understand before you get started. 1. Vision loss is unique to each person, even if the diagnosis is the same. 2. Because everyone is different, the specific adaptation that works best for you may be different from what works best for someone else. 3. There is always more than one way to perform a task. Creative problem solving may be the answer, or purchasing a simple device may do the trick. Just remember, you have many resources for help. Keep watching the Insight for Blind channel to learn about your options. So the following 7 steps are a guide to help you find the best adaptations to increase your safety and level of function in any environment. Think of it as a map to help you find your independence. 1. Minimize clutter. Clutter on surfaces or floors can affect safety or independence no matter what degree of vision that you have. Discarded shoes or excess furniture or piles of stuff can actually be a tripping hazard in your room. Likewise, if you have clutter on your countertops or tabletop, it makes it difficult for you to find what you need. If you have low vision, visual clutter can make your eyes have to work a lot harder. Keeping your surfaces and floors clear and tidy will reduce your chance of injury and enhance your ability to find what's important in the environment. So here's a little insight. Take this white cup with black polka dots, for example. In which of these 2 pictures can you more easily see the cup? 2. Optimize lighting. Did you know that the average 60-year-old receives only 1/3 of the retinal illumination as a 20-year-old? It's natural for our eyes to change over time as we get older, which affects the amount of light that gets to our retinas. So if you have low vision, start by increasing the light when you perform a task to see if that makes a difference. There are 2 types of lighting that need to be considered: overhead lighting and task lighting. So overhead lighting refers to the ambient light that's in the room that helps you get around your environment safely. Task lighting refers to light that's pointing right down on your work surface so you can better see what you're doing. Having the right task light is an important step to increasing your safety and level of function when you're performing a task if you have low vision. Here's a little insight. Let's look at our cup again. In which picture is it easier to see the cup? Without the lighting or with the lighting? So as we get older, we need more light to see. But too much light can be painful or even harmful to our eyes. Not enough light can cause eye strain. Where's the balance? Sensitivity to glare is a very common problem with many eye conditions. When our eyes lose the ability to regulate the amount of light going to the back of the retina, it can cause pain, fatigue, and even blurred vision. Use trial and error to find the right lighting concept that fits your vision loss. That might mean using indirect lighting or using lights that have filters on them, or it could mean wearing filters indoors or outdoors like these. Solar shield filters can actually decrease the glare and increase the contrast of what you're seeing. And the color you choose will determine whether you wear them inside or outside. So check out the link below in the description if you want to see my favorite place for looking at different fashionable styles of filters. 3. Create contrast. Sensitivity to contrast is often overlooked as a component of vision loss, but it can be one of the most limiting factors during your daily activities if you have low vision. So contrast refers to our ability to distinguish between various shades of light and dark, and black and white are the highest form of contrast at 100%. So making small changes that increase your ability to see contrast will make big changes in your ability to function. For example, a 30% reduction in your ability to see contrast can affect your ability to see curbs or cracks in the sidewalk, or to see well in areas that fluctuate between light and shaded areas. It can even affect your ability to see faces, money, or even read newspaper print. Creating contrast in the work or home can increase your level of function and safety. All it takes is a little creativity and problem solving. Here's a little insight. Let's look at our cup again. Though it's easy to see on the counter with the task lighting, it dramatically stands out on the black placemat. 4. Adapt your technique. Have you ever heard that when you lose your vision, your hearing gets better? People often ask me about this, but the truth of the matter is, your hearing doesn't actually change when your vision declines. Your brain just starts paying more attention to it. The key to developing good adaptive strategies is to become aware of all this incredible sensory information that your brain and body are collecting other than vision. The input that you receive from your sense of hearing and smell, taste, touch, and proprioception are all fantastic information and very useful for helping you do what you need to do in your daily routine. The challenge is to recognize that information and learn how to put it to work for you so you can do the same daily activities, you just learn how to do them a little differently. Here's a little insight. Let's test this theory again by using our cup. If you cannot see water rising in the cup, there are several ways you can adapt this task. If you have low vision, I suggest taking something like a colorful ping pong ball, drop it into the cup, and as the water rises, the ball is going to float. If you have low vision, you're going to see the ball when it floats to the top. Now, if you don't have enough residual vision to adapt it that way, let's look at some other options with your other senses. For example, you can use your sense of touch to perform this task. If you take your fingertip and put it over the edge of the cup, as the water rises, you'll feel the water hit your fingertip, you know to stop pouring. But if your finger doesn't bend that way because you might have arthritis, or if you have neuropathy and you don't have good feeling in your fingertips, you can adapt it another way. Take that ping pong ball again, drop it in the cup, but this time put your finger over the top of the cup so that when the water fills up the cup, the ball rises and it's going to hit the underside of your finger and you'll know to stop pouring. So now we took a task, we optimized vision, if that's the sense you're using, and when that didn't work, we took that visual task and made it a tactual task. 5. Try technology. Sometimes it's easier to overcome a problem by using a special device. There are thousands of adaptive devices available to help you compensate for your vision loss in any type of daily activity. However, the most expensive device is not always going to be the best fit for you, and you are usually going to have multiple choices to consider before making a purchase. Here's a little insight, and our cup again. If none of the adaptations we've reviewed so far are working, there's still more ways to adapt, and that's by using a device. This device is called a liquid level indicator, or Easy Fill. It's a battery pack with metal prongs that actually sit on the inside of the cup. So you hook the device on the inside, on the edge of the cup. So as you pour, and the water touches the prongs, it makes noise and it vibrates. So this is actually a great device to help someone who's visually impaired or who's deafblind. So now we took a task that was visual and we turned it into an auditory task. To use a device or not use a device? That is the question. On one hand, devices can get expensive depending on the device and how many you purchase, but on the other hand, they can make life easier depending on the task. I believe that you're always going to be better off if you learn how to adapt to perform a task on your own without the device first, because that's going to make you self-sufficient. Then you can choose which devices are truly going to make your life easier or save you time or make a task safer. 6. Explore your resources. You might be surprised to know how many resources are available to you to maintain your independence with vision loss. In a future video, I'm going to show you a variety of different types of resources, but in the meantime, here are a few national resources to get you started. American Foundation for the Blind. AFB.org is a one-stop shop for technology, updates, news, information on vision loss, research reports, and advocacy. Be sure to check out their Access World publication if you're interested in technology resources. American Printing House for the Blind. APH.org offers a wide variety of sources of information. Check out their website to be connected with Family Connect, Career Connect, and Vision Aware. They also support the Connect Center, which is an information and referral line that will connect you with resources in your local area across the United States and Canada. To get connected, call 1-800-232-5463. Hadley, HADLEY.edu, brings you to Hadley Vision Resources, which offer practical help, connection, and support free of charge to anyone with a vision impairment and their families. Hadley provides online large print, braille, and audio media to all 50 states and 100 countries. Call 1-800-323-4238 for help. Don't forget to talk to your eye care provider and ask about resources in your local area to maintain your independence with vision loss. 7. Advocate for your needs. If you truly want to be independent, you need to advocate for independence. Now, I know that it is always easier to ask someone to do a task for you. I can't argue with that. But just keep in mind, every time you do that, you're robbing yourself of the opportunity to develop your adaptive skills for independence. And this can have a negative effect on your emotional and mental well-being. So, speak up, take control of your life, learn what you need to learn, and ask your family and friends to support you and to be patient while you learn new methods to care for yourself. So now you have insight into how this works. Don't let stereotypes or fear keep you from living your best life with low vision or no vision. Be patient with yourself and your family because you're learning to cope with your vision loss together. Keep watching the Insight for Blind channel, as I'll be posting a comprehensive video on each of these 7 steps to give you the tips, tools, and techniques you need for success. If you follow this step-by-step guide to independence, you will develop your self-esteem, your confidence, and hope. No worries, you got this. You'll be amazed what you can do. Thanks for watching. Click the thumbs up if you like this video. Be sure to subscribe to be notified of future videos. Send me your comments, your questions, your ideas. I'd love to hear from you. My job is to give you the tips, tools, and techniques for living your best life with low vision or no vision. So no worries, you've got this. See you next time. Bye.